safety, always a big test down here against such a quality side. How did you assess that performance?
Although disappointed now, I think that our guys showed some great resilience. You're right, it's such a tough road trip. And we saw I thought Geelong were outstanding. I thought their pressure was up, their tackling was at another level, and their defence was really strong. So they had the game on their terms for a fair bit of it, but we didn't give up. I was really proud of the resilience our boys showed. Games like that in the second quarter, where Geelong get a bit of a run on, the momentum can get away from you. I thought our guys just hung in all day, and I think you look at that last quarter, we're really taking it to them, and we're a chance with sort of 10 or 15 minutes to go in the game, and things didn't fall our way, but the effort just did not drop off. So really pleased that we bought it today, but not quite to the level that's required to beat Geelong in Geelong.
Is that something you can take away for the rest of the season now? And like you said, a lot of teams can fall away pretty easily down there and get belted, but you just hung in there.
We'll learn a lot. We'll go back over the tape and we'll learn a lot, as we did last week. But you've got to take positives out of efforts like this. What did we get right? How were we in it with 10 minutes to go? We gave ourselves a chance, and they played really well. I hope they see it that way as well, because I thought Geelong were strong today. Obviously, losing Danger was big for them, and he was dominating up until that point. But we lost Muzz as well, unfortunately, which was a big out for us behind the ball. But our guys stood up and just kept the effort at the level. So proud of them for that.
Is he going to protocols now?
Sorry, I missed that.
Is he going to the protocols now, the concussion protocols?
I'm pretty sure. He'll go into the protocols. It'll just be how he recovers from here. But I think it was assessed to be a concussion. But
I was going to say, how is Nick?
He's okay. He's in the rooms and he's moving around and chatting to the guys. But these things we've got to be reasonably careful with and just see how he pulls up over the next day or so.
Did you have any sort of residual damage from the Collingwood game, mentally, if anything?
No, I'd say it was probably the opposite. To be honest, we had a really strong week on the track. Some really good learnings out of it. We had a really positive attitude coming into this game. We knew we could beat them. We thought we could beat them. We genuinely came in knowing we could, if we got the game on our terms. Now, to Geelong's credit, they didn't allow us to get the game on our terms for very long, and that's what the good sides do. There's a reason they're so strong at this ground. They play it so well. We weren't able to get our game really going today. I thought they beat us aerially. When we were forced to go down the line, and we just got beaten in the air far too often today. Which, when we got that right, the game came back and we had our chances. But we'll have to go away and work on that.
So do you feel like you need to cash in more? You had the run of the play, obviously the first 15 minutes, and then obviously the last quarter. Is that the key, just cashing in?
Yeah, make the most of it when you've got the game on your terms, and we did earlier, as you said. It was predominantly in our front half, and we weren't able to put a score away. But that's the best teams don't allow you to score. They're resilient as well. They stand up when they need to. So, but we had some chances through that period. We had some chances at the end where I thought we were running into a number of opportunities to score, and it might have been a lot more interesting come that last one if we'd knocked a few in. But anyway, hindsight's an easy one to say. Could have, should have, but we didn't.
Did you lack some dare with the ball before three-quarter time?
Yeah, that's probably fair. We might have been able to take the game on, but I think a lot of that, we were looking at that closely upstairs, whether we could maybe help and take the game on a little more. Geelong's shape and their defence was really strong. We might have been able to go a little bit earlier and possibly open the game up. But what you see in the end is Geelong, if you take too many risks, you're going to get hurt. I think they kicked 10 goals off intercept, so we might have had 8 as well going our way. But you've got to be careful trying to play 4 quarters of footy that way.
Did you see the battle between the captains in the first half before Dangerfield got injured?
I thought it was a great battle. Yeah, both players. Danger was obviously having a big influence on the contest. That strength and power in around stoppage was next level. But I thought Dawes stood up. Thought he played a strong game again. we had a number of guys that will be really pleased with their effort. Across the board, I thought we just didn't give up the whole day.
You've obviously improved a lot, in the last year. Is there a danger in falling into a trap of thinking you're improving without banking all the points?
We're confident we're playing much better footy, much stronger, more consistent footy. The run we're on at the moment, I think anyone who looks at it from a distance and says you play Collingwood into Geelong and then we'll go and play St Kilda and Brisbane, and if you're a realist, you're looking at those games and saying they're tough games to win. They're teams that are sitting at the top of the ladder for a reason. We'd like to be up there, and we know we've got to win these games. So by no means will we sit back. We have to get better. We have to continue to improve.
Do you need those wins to sort of seal the improvement, though?
Yeah, you do. Yeah, and we beat Carlton a number of weeks ago. It's one you can say, well, okay, we beat a side up towards the top of the ladder, and then Hawthorn, we come into Collingwood, we lose by a point. Could have been the bounce of the ball at that point. We had our opportunities in that game. So, yeah, there'll be a point where you've got to get the win. You've got to continue to tick over the wins. But we're in a pretty tough stretch at the moment. We won't go away from this game with negative thoughts. We'll be sort of, I guess, licking our wounds a little today and getting ready for next week.
Can I ask you about Jordan Butts? It seemed like he did a fantastic job today.
Yeah, he's rock solid, Jordan. And he loves a challenge, and there's no bigger challenge. Hawk was in some really good form coming in, so Geordie stood up. I thought even Nick Murray, on Cameron up until he was obviously taken out. I thought he was really strong as well. So, and I probably should mention even the job that Hinge was able to do post that. I know that Jeremy can run all day, and he tested out Hingy, but Hingy stood up as well. So. No, really pleased. I thought our backs held up under some immense pressure.
And Jordan spent a bit of time off the ground. He came back on though. Is he all good?
Sorry, Jordan
Butts.
Well, as far as I'm aware, I haven't seen him yet post game, but I'll catch up with him quickly. And I think he really just got a knock to the neck, and he was a little bit sore through that area.
Any other injuries?
Not at this point, no. But we'll have to obviously see how they pull up. Thanks, guys.
Thanks.
Cheers.